Ah, the Worm. We've had some adventures in this ship in the past. We tested this ship in Tier 1 and Tier 2 Exotic Abyssal, with Tier 2 proven to be too much for the fit we were trying to use, and my particular piloting skills and habits. Well, we're back at it again, tweaking the fit and giving it another go. I like the idea of running frigates in what would be considered higher-end Abyss for the ship class. The lower cost of entry, from the price of the filaments to the reduced fit cost, it just makes it a good entry point for newer pilots. Something they can start with from day one, and it's scalable as their skill level progresses. And there's a handful of end-game Abyssal ships that most Capsuleers use for higher-end runs, but is that truly the end game? I submit that the return to frigates and destroyers, testing their abilities and your skills, pushing your ship ever closer towards its breaking point, can be a truly rewarding experience and rekindle your love for the Abyss, or be a fantastic place to start. So if we take a look over here on the Abyss tracker, you'll see that I've added the new worm fit and started tracking runs with it. Additionally, I will leave the fit in the description below, along with a list of the required skills. Now, these are not my skills, just a list of basic skills needed for the ship and for each module on it, but it's a good place to start training. Now, I have ran this ship through more runs than what I recorded here, as I just started logging runs again. If I had every run logged, it would be a fairly epic list of loot, I'm sure. So from here on out, I will attempt to do better about logging runs so that the record can become more accurate. As far as firepower, it says that we have 141 DPS. That's not accurate because it's not including the 2 missile launchers we have in the high slots, because I have yet to figure out or understand how to quote unquote load the weapons when uploading the fit on here. If anyone can help me out with that, just leave a comment down below. It would be greatly appreciated. The accurate number for the DPS would be, I believe, 183. Due to power grid issues, I couldn't get the 3rd missile launcher to fit, not without metaing the fit and making it far more expensive. So I just left 1 high slot open. It's still getting the job accomplished, but it's a little slow. So there's always the option of blinging out the launchers for faction or storyline launchers and getting a nice increase on DPS. But for now, just 2 light missile launcher 2s. In the mid slots is where we do pick up what bling this fit does have. For our tank, we are rocking 2 Republic Fleet small shield extenders, as well as a Republic Fleet medium shield extender. We filled that last mid slot with a 1 micronewton Afterburner II to get us a little bit of speed. It's not as fast as a micro warp drive, getting us to a respectable 1084 meters per second. It is still complementing the fit nicely. As we move on to the low slots, you'll see a Shield Power Relay 2, which is not a module I have used on very many fits, as I typically fly active tank fits. But since we are going into a Gamma Storm Filament, we will be relying on the passive recharge of our shield tank, and this module is going to increase that rate. Next, we have a Drone Damage Amplifier 2 for an increase in our drone DPS. Now, all 3 rig slots are filled with the same rig. It's just small core defense Purger 2s. These are also going to help our passive shield regeneration rate. However, these rigs do have a drawback. They each increase your signature radius by 10%. So the way that you're going to negate this is by training up your jury rigging and shield rigging skills. Now, let me say that sadly, before making this video, I did not realize that, and when I discovered it, I went to check my skill level, and I had jury rigging to 1 and had not even purchased the shield rigging skill book yet. So while I have no idea how I have gotten by without training either of these 2 skills, I do know that this ship does good even against a marshal without negating the increase in signature radius from the rigs. I know this because that is how I flew it. but I really do suggest training each of those to at least 4. In the drone bay, I put on a set of Republic Fleet Warriors for those times when you need your drones to be a little tankier. Then I put 3 Warrior 2s, which will be our normal use favorite to launch drones. As they will be the most used and the least tanky, I decided to put 3 of these. Now we went with Warrior drones because in the Gamma Abyss, the reduction in resistance caused by the storm is the same as the damage type done by the drones. So those 2 factors work hand in hand, effectively increasing your DPS in a way, just not on paper. Now in the cargo hold, we did things a little different, and we went with Inferno Fury light missiles because the worm's bonus to this damage type is greater than the storm's resistance penalty. So in this case, the thermal damage is going to be the greater of the 2. You will also see that we have 3 agitated gamma filaments. All total, the fit's coming in with a shiny price tag of 124 million, which sounds like a lot for a frigate, but hold on. Based on the 2 runs that I have actually logged, this ship will pay for itself in merely 2 hours of gameplay. Just 7 successful runs and you're making pure profit. You could start putting ISK back to bling out those high slots and increase DPS, maybe buy some implants to buff your tank and try it in a tier 3. We will see where I try to take this ship from here. But in the meantime, I recorded the maiden voyage of Earthworm Jim. I hope you enjoy, and if you would, before you go, like, comment, and of course subscribe for more content like this. Catch you in the verse. Fly safe.
The capacitor is empty.